So Interactive Brokers is definitely one of my favorite stockbrokers of choice, which I have been using for a number of years. However, as amazing as they are, they can be a little bit overwhelming, especially for beginners. I mean, just look at all those different platforms that they're offering over here, from a Trader Workstation TWS, which is the most complicated, I would say, and quite old school and clunky one, to some of the apps. And yes, they have 3 apps in total: the IBKR mobile app, another one is the IBKR Global Trader app, which is probably one of the most commonly used apps. Then they have the client portal, which is the one I've been using for the longest of time regularly to do my stock trades. And we have a third app, the Impact app, for ESG friendly investing. However, in this video, I want to focus on the desktop app, which is a newly launched app that only came out a couple of months ago, and just want to review it for you and kind of give you an idea how it looks like and what it can do compared to some of the other platforms. And if you want to try it out for yourself, just go ahead, click on download IBKR Desktop App over here. It will download it. I have it on my Mac. It works perfectly fine, and you can try it. And the cool thing is, with Interactive Brokers, all of the different platforms I've just shown you, you can use all of them free of charge with the same login details. And if you have funds in one, you will have them in the other. So you can try whatever resonates best with you. And you can probably very quickly see that's definitely a bit more technical and even more overwhelming, arguably, than the web version, I would say. If you're a real beginner starting off with Interactive Brokers, honestly, right off the bat, I would probably not recommend you to get the desktop app because it's just even more technical than the web version. Plus, some of the functions, if you want to do them, it will still take you back to the web version actually. So yeah, I'll show you in a second how it looks online. But of course, on the other hand, if you are a bit more experienced and want some more features that maybe are not necessarily available on the web version, but they are on TWS, which is the legacy trading platform, then you might be better off going to the desktop app because you can do a lot of those things that TWS can do, but on a much cleaner and nicer interface. Because honestly, TWS personally, I would not be using. It's just so clunky. It looks like from the 90s, literally. Especially if you're option trading, that'll be a good option for you. But personally, I don't trade options, so for me, it's not really relevant. And I really like that you can customize it much more to your liking, set it up the way you want. I'll show you in a second the charting as well. So in that way, you do have definitely more flexibility than inside the web version. So definitely it's not meant for the buy and hold investor who buys one ETF or stock a month. That would just be way too much. But if you really like to trade quite often, I think it could be a neat setup. Right, and here we are inside my Interactive Brokers desktop app, and I basically use the same login details that I would use for any of my other Interactive Brokers accounts, and right off the bat you will arrive in your portfolio account. So you can see some things look similar to the web version, but also a little bit different. Now, for me right away, obviously, you can see I only have one ETF over here. That's all I'm holding right now on Interactive Brokers. Otherwise, you would see here all your various investments listed over here in the portfolio tab. You can quickly see your daily P&L, unrealized P&L. So again, many of the similar things you would see on the web version, but just differently oriented. You can, of course, toggle on and off certain things the way you want it. And before we move on, I'm also very excited for you to check out the Smart Money Club, which is my online community where we hang out with like-minded people, have different discussions, where you have access to different resources. We have monthly calls and so much more. And best of all, it's now available totally free of charge. So use my link down in the description below to join the club. And I can't wait to see you on the inside. You can quickly see your orders over here, your trades, your balances. So, again, very, very quickly. And the cool thing is you can set up a lot of shortcuts. Now, I'm not a heavy trader, so I don't remember those shortcuts. But if you wanted to, you can really customize it to your liking. I can see also my overall performance over here year to date. Up 40%. Well, talk about an investment guru. But of course, I'm just joking. Nothing in this video that I'm talking today is to be considered investment advice. Your money, your choices. And as always, investing carries significant risks. And I really quite like the watch list. I mean, over here looks really quite nice. I can see the trend overall, how it's going. I could add another list over here and then kind of have different tabs of different things. Maybe I have AI stocks, maybe I have some tech stocks, maybe some dividend stocks. And you can quickly toggle between those. So once again, it makes it really fast to get to certain things that you want to be seeing. And once you like something, you can just click into it and boom, it will take you straight to that stock or ETF that you're looking for. And here, that's what I'm saying. Obviously, it's the next tab over here, quote. That's basically where you see all the various stocks that you're looking for, ETFs. And here, it's definitely much more customizable than on the web. Again, for me, it's way too much information because I don't need all these fancy charts, right? But if you are trading a lot, you might want to see them. You can rearrange the screens a little bit as you wish, toggle on, toggle off certain things, bring in that side over here to have your favorites, to quickly jump around different things. And if you want to look for something specific, just go ahead to the search, put an apple, let's say, enter, and it will bring up various apples that you can buy in different places. Let's look at the one on the NASDAQ. and it will pull it up right over here. And once again, I have all these various charts, which you can really customize to your liking. And the top left over here, you still have different things, right? We have the option chain over here if you're into option trading, option wizard as well, option analysis also. So really you can see much more geared towards option trading than the web version. So if you're really into options, then definitely the desktop version is your bet for sure. News is pretty much the same you'll be getting on the web version or even on the app, so there's no real difference over here. And fundamentals is also the same that you would be getting on the web version. And honestly, those analytics are really, really insightful. Some companies, they charge you to get those insights. With interactive brokers, you get them all for free, and some really good stuff. Social sentiment, I always like that, kind of takes the social sentiment from various online sources, see how the stock is trending, what people are saying about it, short selling specifically, right? How are the short sellers reacting to the particular stock that you selected, the ownership as well. So really, really good insights that, yeah, as I said, some other websites are actually charging you to get those insights. For that alone, you gotta love interactive brokers, plus of course all the other benefits. Then over here we also have the screener, where once again you can really build up your own screener and look for specific companies with specific requirements. And you can click on my screener and just start building your own screener the way you want it, depending on certain things, where it's listed, what it is, and you can just build it out. But pretty much you can do a similar thing on the web as well. And then we go to news. Again, similar story as you could do on the web. Now, if you head to the settings over here, you can of course change light mode to dark mode, whatever works better for you. I prefer dark mode. It just looks cleaner and nicer, but it's up to you. Hotkeys, as I said, here you can really customize all the shortcuts the way you want it. If you're a frequent trader, right, buy and sell, you can set it up the way you want. I think it's really cool. You can set up the various columns the way you like to look at it, the views, so many ways to customize your app experience. Right, but let's assume I want to buy some Apple shares. I would pull up Apple, and then you see over here on the right, buy order, sell order. Go ahead, click on buy order. And again, that's pretty similar the way you would do it on the web, right? Then it will bring up the usual interface over here where you specify what you want to be buying in terms of shares or dollars, right? I could buy fractional shares as well. So if I just want to buy $100 worth of shares, I could do that as well, or one whole share. So it's up to you. Limit order, market order, stop order. You have a whole host of different things, right? Market if touched, limit if touched. I think that wasn't available on the web version, but again, for me, I don't use those different order types. I usually just go with the market order to execute the buy right then and there. But if you want even more options, you will probably find those on the desktop version. And you could also go into advanced over here, and here you could change the destination, because usually it uses smart routing order types to kind of get the lowest commission possible. But if you click on it, you could also change here which exchange is going to be used to make that buy order. And yeah, usually, again, I leave it on smart, but I believe if you find a different exchange, maybe you can get slightly lower fees. But ultimately the fees are already so competitive on interactive brokers. I don't think it's worth it for me, just for the sake of that, to use the desktop app. But again, that might be a feature if you're really specific about that, to buy only on that exchange. Then you could of course choose that, which I believe right now is not available on the web version. And of course, then you could either click on preview to see what it is, or go ahead and submit the buy order. But right now I don't have any available cash in my account, so I can't actually submit the buy order. But that's the way you would go about it. And it's pretty much the same way you would do it on the web version. And the same is true for any sell order. So if I go back into my portfolio, I pull up over here my ETF that I currently have, click on sell order, and you could either close your position, which would sell everything, all your shares that you have in a position, and close all of it, or you could go ahead and specify, how many shares or the exact dollar amount that you want to be selling for. But of course, I want to be holding on to my ETF holding of choice, which is the SPY5 bought on the London Stock Exchange. But you might be asking yourself, how to actually deposit money into interactive brokers through that desktop app? Well, that's actually hidden a little bit over here to the top right. Click on that avatar, and then you will see deposit, withdraw funds, trading permissions, market data subscriptions, change password. So basically you see all of them having little errors. So if you click on that to deposit funds, it takes me over to the web interface over here, back to interactive brokers web, and here I'll be doing my deposits, withdrawals, and so forth. So really the idea is here for someone who already has money sitting on their account to use interactive brokers desktop to really facilitate the trading, the buying and selling, moving in and out, option trading, and so forth. As I said at the beginning of the video, it's really not for long-term investors, buy and hold investors, or ideally people who automate the investments, which you can also do with interactive brokers, which I really recommend to set up recurring buys, fully automated, either every day, every week, every month, as you wish. And then you don't even have to log into any of the apps, right? You set it and forget it, and that's done. So that desktop app is really meant more for pro traders who really move in and out of markets and stocks quite frequently. Then it makes sense. I think for everybody else, the web interface is probably your best bet as well. Of course, if you're on the go, either the IBKR app or the Global Trader app, which is probably the easiest to use. There's also the Impact app, but personally, I don't like it that much. It's a bit more focused towards ESG investors. So if that's important for you, then it's great. It's kind of front and center. But for everybody else, I think the Global Trader app on the phone and the client portal on the browser is probably going to be your best bet. And if you want to check out Interactive Brokers for yourself, then use the link down in the description below to get you started. And if you still have any questions about any of the things I mentioned in this video, pop them down in the comments below. Excited to hear from you. Next, check out this video over here where I run you through a full deep dive tutorial into how you can use Interactive Brokers web portal to get the most out of the platform. As always, thanks a lot for watching. Stay healthy, get wealthy, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.